Hi, I'm Suze Weinberg, and today I'm going to show you how to make glazed paper beads using the Ranger melting pot and some clear, ultra-thick embossing enamel. Let's get started. We're going to begin by taking our melting pot, turning the thermostat all the way up to the UTEE setting, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and letting it preheat empty for 5 to 10 minutes. After it's preheated, then we're going to take our ultra-thick embossing enamel, pour it in, and fill it to the little line that says max. Then we're going to cover and patiently wait for it to melt. While we're waiting for the ultra-thick embossing enamel to melt, I want you to gather the following products. A wooden dowel of any width that you like, but approximately 12 inches long. A clear embossing pad and or the refill bottle that goes with it, and your glossy accents. And the last thing you need is a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper that you are going to cut into a triangle 10.5 by 1.5 inches. And now we're ready to go. We start by taking our dowel, laying it on the piece of paper and rolling. Every couple of inches, we're just going to add a little bit of glossy accents, which is a wonderful paper glue, and continue rolling. And when you get right to the very end, you're going to add the finishing touch of glossy accents. And then just go back and forth a little bit to create the bond. We're going to use our clear embossing ink pad. If you don't have the pad but you have the refill bottle, either one of them will work. Leaving the bead in place, we're simply going to run the dowel at the end and coat it with our clear embossing ink. Once it becomes shiny, you'll know that you have enough. If you would prefer to use your refill bottle, you can just squeeze that on and that will do exactly the same thing. Now we're going to bring the bead all the way to the end, leaving just a little bit of the dowel sticking out. The embossing ink will act as a resist and help the paper come off after we've dipped it in the clear, ultra-thick embossing enamel. Just roll it very gradually, and then you can roll it on the side of your pot, which helps to take out any air bubbles. Now just allow this to air dry for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now we're going to replace the cover before we start our second bead, and we're going to take off the first bead from the wooden dowel. This will be solidified and still a little bit warm to the touch when you pull it off, but don't be afraid. We're just going to yank it off the dowel and cut off the excess UTEE that's at the end. And now we have a perfectly beautiful paper bead ready to go. Just string a piece of organdy ribbon through your bead and you're good to go with this beautiful fashion accessory. Hope you've enjoyed making glazed paper beads with the Ranger melting pot and clear ultra thick embossing enamel.